let's just start with it, because you had some tough breaks during your childhood. And by the time you were 19, they'd caught up with you.
As an infant, first and foremost, I was born in abject poverty, lived in and out of crack motels, birth parents both on drugs. And I was ripped away from that lack of a home and placed into foster care. In foster care, my brother and I, who was 10 months older than me, Irish twins, my brother and I both got bronchitis because of neglect in a foster home, and he died right next to me. So I was a survivor, if you could say, from the very beginning. I bounced around from home to home, but unlike my poor brother, Megyn, I got very, very lucky. The Hines family took me in and made me their son. They essentially saved my life, gave me hope, gave me a future. And growing up in the Hines home, I thought everything's going to be copacetic from here, smooth sailing. But at 17 and a half, I had a complete mental breakdown in front of 1,200 people in a theater show I was in. And I had to be sent straight to see a psychiatrist, placed on medications. But Megyn, I was 17. I wasn't accurately following a treatment plan or adequately. I wasn't in belief that I had what they told me I had, called bipolar disorder, the very same brain disease both of my biological parents had been diagnosed before they ever took drugs. And by 19 years of age, my brain had crumbled under the weight of the pain I was experiencing. I call it brain pain instead of mental health. Your brain is an organ just like every other organ in the body, and it too can become diseased, and mine was. And at 19, looking seemingly at what I thought was the greatest pain I'd ever experienced, and what I believed to be the fact that it would never go away, I found myself at the Golden Gate Bridge walkway, peering over the rail, crying my tears to the waters below. And Megyn, as you well know, I jumped. And I fell that day 220 feet, 25 stories, closing in on terminal velocity in 4 seconds. In those 4 seconds, Megyn, the only thing I did was pray to God that I would live. As you said, it was an instantaneous regret for my actions and this 100% recognition that I just made the greatest mistake of my life, and it was likely too late. And people have asked me over time, how too late? Well, 99.9% of the people that had leapt off the Golden Gate Bridge since its inception 90 some years ago, it's been too late. They're all gone. And so I always say, I get to be here. And I firmly and formidably believe that getting to be here is both a privilege and a gift